I didn't have a plan to be a real estate developer.
Prior to that, what were you engaged in?
I was a hustler. I was, it's good that you asked this question that how was the beginning. I'm a developer, so usually what happens is that um, people come and they want to buy the homes I live in. My first house that I built, I couldn't sell because it was in a poor location.
That's interesting.
The second one that I built, I was struggling to sell while I hadn't sold the first one because it was also not in a very good location.
Okay.
Then the third one that I built that was in a good location, while I was living in it, I sold it. While I was selling it, the first one that I built had been marked for demolition for the Awushi-Pukwase highway. So it was demolished, I got compensated.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's the best thing that ever happened to me.
So the first one where you know if you sell, no?
Yeah.
Okay, then that makes it good.
So it was demolished and I was well compensated. And that served as a launch pad for my real estate venture.
Okay. Well, what I like to know is to even build one is not easy. From my point of view.
No, it's true, it's not easy.
So to build one and not be able to sell and build another and not sell. And
Oh,
build
because
it,
you see the way I'm talking about it, you think I built it overnight. No.
Okay, so
I spent between 2006 to 2010 to build these two houses I'm talking about. But the nice thing is, as I grew older, I built faster.
Build faster.
I started this house in December 2020. No, sorry, December 2021. I moved in 15th May 2022. Like 5 months or 6 months.
Me say then everything there, all the resources.
Yana nambu baby said, and then you see no bottom. So if you look at how long it took me to build the first house, almost 5 years to complete the two. And this one took 5 months. Usually as you progress, you make more and things are achieved easier.
okay, so for those who are up and coming, they would like to know what the beginning entails. And usually we see the end of people and we assume that it was rosy or this is where, so we want to get there. That's what we see, so that's where we want to get. But we usually don't see the genesis. So is there any particular how you were able to raise funds?
But from
what was
from
your
what
mindset
from
at
what
the
you were
time?
saying, it looks like the real estate venture was by accident.
Yeah, it wasn't planned. No, I didn't have a plan to be a real estate developer.
Prior to that, what were you engaged in?
I was a hustler. I was, it's good that you asked this question that how was the beginning. The beginning was scary. And I know most people feel that way. I didn't work for anybody after tech. Because before I went to tech, I had the privilege of working as a clerk at Smith, and I decided that I won't work for anybody.
Internship or actual work?
Actual work. I was a contract staff for almost 2 years. At the time, when you finish SSS, you had to sit home for 2 years before you go into university. So those 2 years, I spent them working with Smith as a clerk, and it was very difficult work. Waking up early to ride the bus. But more importantly, my time at the pension house, 2 friends that I got, Agabus and Sintim, pushed me and encouraged me to go to school. because they brought it to my attention that if at the time the pay was great for me, guess how much the pay was? In today's money is 244 Ghana cedis.
No way.
My pay was 2.4 million. 2.4 million, 40 cedis.
Wow.
Charlie, when that money come, the whole Accra be my own. Club Benjamin Ko. Because I live in my father's house. Me did it free. Me that free. Sikani ba na jumba father na ko tuya ne car. Matofu o kakra. Na for area boys no su. Cotton Club.
Number 10.
Tantra Hill. I grew up in between Domain and Tantra Hill. So I lived in Domain, then later on we moved to Tantra Hill. But the beginning was very scary. This is why it was scary. This is the time that the banks had come into Ghana fresh. I'm talking about the Nigerian banks.
Okay.
And the thing in vogue was to join the bank. I don't know if you've seen how those bank boys dress and they sit in the car. At the time, they had all these Civic, Corolla, Zenith Bank, GT Bank, UBA. Then they buff suits, correct suit. Then they give them driver.
Like yeah.
Then they give them driver. Then they sit the back. My guy, me too. I get some Vento, VW Vento. Where that my first car with original air conditioning inside. Because the one before maybe cadet, you know, gay, see where I go putting AC, that be the end of the car. I feel tia car, so I say bonnet. Let me try to walk around. I register company, they my armpit. I say how they look for business. So if I see say somebody there, some officer, then I'll come there and say, oh Charlie, can I get supplies? He say what? I say from Amina to Zinabo. Anything you want make a supply, I will supply. And my girlfriend at the time basically left me because she said I should go and look for a job. And I said that I had a job. I was running my business. But I guess she wasn't confident in what I was doing. And somebody, you know, this fine tie-wearing boys, almost bustling tie, which is that tie, no? Slim tie, hey, that tie in the Toyota Matrix, which is that at the time then, I buy my first Mercedes. A van boot caravan, and the guy come take my girl. But it was cool. The girl had been with her since we were 17. This time I'm talking we're about 27.
Oh, it give you any type of motivation?
It gave me big vim.
I like that.
Because, but when she left, it was a blessing because the next girlfriend I took after her was a Nigerian girl, Ibuku. She came up with the name Saka Homes. That Nigerian girl gave me vim like I no see some before. Because by that time I was building my first house and it was in Anya last stop. The road to Anya was rough. This my girlfriend came from London. We sat in the car from Tantra Hill to the site. And when she got there, her legs were on the dashboard. She was like, "Wait now, Debbie, I also go by site now." Hey, my guy. I don't know. You know that feeling where young boy.
Charlie, your mind for strong. This
one. They build one house. Yeah. Least times not Charlie at this site. I they move some material.
Yeah, you know, like they do some big things.
At 27 power, they build 4-bedroom house with basement parking and the way I picture the thing, the way they see my body, you know. Now, girl, you be calm. When I went at the also site now.
This be your second girlfriend?
No, the first original girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
This is before the storm.
Before the storm, yeah.
See those things all there in the season. I call it cry. Before butter, quite Juma. I was a well be business. But God being so good. And I spent a lot of time praying at the time. I never want to forget that part of life because I spent quality time praying. At the time, James Sarr was at Action Chapel, and they had a program called Jericho Hour. So one day, I offered my friend who had come from America a lift to Action Chapel. And when I got there, Charlie, Land Cruiser, Benz, Thursday, the cars for there, and I see my cadet. When me, I did the house they sleep. I said, no, man, me try to go pray some. And that started my time at Jericho Hour. Around that same time, too, my mom introduced me to Pure Fire Miracle Ministries around Kisema there. So I spent some time there. I studied a lot about tithing and sowing and covenanting. And I committed to these things diligently. I was actually tithing a bit more than I should tithe. So for instance, if I pay tithe 750 cedis, I go do 1,000.
So let me come in. So did you believe that these things will get you the result,
Yes.
or you're just trying to see?
No. Because spending time in those churches, we actually got teachings, not just praying. So there were Bible teachings that were taught, and I hearkened to the voice and I connected to that. So I tithed diligently, I sowed, I covenanted. Sometimes I hear people say all sorts of things about these things, but I have experienced it. I think it gave me an edge in life. The opportunities that have come my way is not because I'm the best, but it's because I'm favored. The thing that brought me the most money is a business that I didn't put in anything. All I had to do was talk with my mouth, convince the contractor to give me the contract, convince the supplier to supply me on credit, and I stood in the middle. For everything that left to here, I made a decent commission. And that's how I built my houses. That's how I established myself. If this is not favor, what is it? It can happen to anybody. Why me? So, after a while, I escalated it and went into covenanting. I believe in God. I believe in the Bible. I go to church. So I covenanted with God, and every 5 years I renew the covenant. The last renewal was the 43-bed hospital ward I donated to Achimota School on my 40th birthday. 2 years' time, I have another covenant to renew. And that's how I renew my covenant. By doing something substantial for humanity. Because I see humanity as God. Or say, Oyemo Obia, why am I? Because I don't know God. I can only pray and hearken to his voice through the Bible. But if I do for you, I do for you. You are God. So I think those things also helped me at the time, because the deal I got, the final day of the bidding, I was in contention with Zoom Lion. And that's when Zoom Lion had come fresh. I don't know if you remember them. They had these blue and white tankers all over Accra. It was for water supply contract. They brought 2 new trucks to Brawl that day. I came with some Mogul tanker. They sent, if I remember right, about 3 or 4 people for the presentation. I went there in my sun boot, my green khaki trousers, and my check. That time, can't depend on dressing. My hustler shada trousers in the crowd, so I pack a crack. And my taking. But one key thing that I had learned, and this is from reading books like what we were just discussing, The Secret, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I learned that when you are speaking, you should say we, and not when you go somewhere to look for business, and it's just you. Don't say me, because when you say me, the people that are thinking,
One man business.
one more crew, contractor says, man. So the whole time I was sitting there, I said, we at admins, now me can't be slow. Me and the secretary, me and the receptionist, me and the gate man, me and the accountant.
Multiple personalities.
We at admins make, and Zoom Lion went in first. So by the time they came out, I was deflated. But I had learned something through all this reading, that sometimes before you face such challenges, just look in the mirror and, give yourself pumping. Oh, put me pumping me. So it's with that vim that I went in there. And when everything was said and done, I was just about to go, and I realized that Charlie wasn't sharing fun. So I told them that I have something to tell them. We are a small company, and we value their business because we're already supplying them. It's just that now we're supplying Fidelity Bank in the building, Rich Tower, and Brawl had come to take over the building, and they were taking over all those buildings in Rich. So the business was becoming bigger. So I told them that, look,
What were you supplying?
water. Said we've been delivering, but with this new buildings presents a very big opportunity for us. It's something that we value and will do anything to keep. Before I leave you, I want to give you the assurance that any day we are called on, any time of the day, I will personally be here to deliver. Even if it's 2 a.m., we'll be here. Later on, I found out that emotional thing I did is what gave us the business.
It spoke from the heart.
Yeah, by the time it was true.
It was
true. He believed it.
Even
if you will come.
You would have been there.
Kali,
Yeah.
we did most of the work at night because we were getting water from Taifa, Ofankor, and where Transitions is now. And the best time to go was at night because there was no traffic. At the peak of it, we were doing about 80 trips a day. Because at the time we got La Palm to about 5 towers from Brawl. There was a time we were doing Accra Mall. Because if you remember the late 2000s, water was a problem around that side of town. And that's how we were able to...
They like class 6 or something.
That's how we're able to make money to establish.
But like from the conversation, I get one thing, like it seems you're very decisive. Like if something makes sense, you just go.
Yeah, you know me, I'm a call man. I like money, I like profits. Once I analyze, later on I got to do an MBA in 2007, and that also added to how I was thinking already. But once I do the analysis and the return is good vis-a-vis the risk, I'll put in the money. I'll put in the effort. But at 43, one thing that I've come to believe in is that we have to be deliberate about life. I wish I knew that in my 20s.
You have to be intentional.
You have to be intentional. You have to be deliberate about where you want to be, how you want to be. Don't play with it. Me, I'm living my best life.
So what do you think about this culture where it's like formula no? I mean they are to say go to school, get married, have children, and things. So
Okay,
to
well,
actually be intentional, you have to
marriage
be
as
a
someone had
rebel.
Oh, that's it, kind of.
Yeah.
You know, there's no. There has to be a rethinking, especially about how we guide our children. I know people who wanted to do art, but they were forced to do science. I know people who wanted to do science, but they were forced to do law. And in the long run, when they become adults, they all veer back to their former love. So, personally, Saka, I don't intend to tell my child what they should be. But whatever they decide to be, I'll make a conscious and deliberate effort to promote it and make them thrive. Because when I say you should be deliberate about life, when I set out, I said I want to travel. When I was marrying, I told my wife, me, I won't stay home. My vision is to see 100 countries. I'm going to work hard, make money, and travel. That's very key for me, and I'm going to do that. Secondly, I'm not somebody who sits at home or sits in one place for long. So, and I like to chase money. If you know these things about yourself, share them because they can become problems for you if you don't. In your relationships.
But some people don't realize that about themselves later on after they are married, before they realize that about themselves.
Well, as soon as you realize it, bring it up. Life is not cast in stone. Life is dynamic. So whatever relationship you are in, anytime you feel something different, anytime you feel a certain way, you're only on earth once. Well, it's not by force that the way we started, and that's how we'll end it. You should be, a lot of us are not bold about our truth, or we are not bold about our feelings, and hence it goes a long way to affect us without us even knowing. But I think that if most of us will learn to be deliberate about sharing how we feel and how we see things, maybe life will be a bit easier for us.
So, I'm curious about how was growing up like? How was your parenting environment like?
I'm one of the fortunate ones. I had wonderful parenting. We were two, my sister and I, and my parents. We didn't have a car until I was 18. Occasionally, my mom will get her official car, so we'll get to feel some small dadabi. But we were your regularly we do the normal trotro, normal life. We had 3 square meals a day. My dad was a great cook, so he'll cook for us. Charlie, we had a good time. You know, we were that family that my mom would cook, put in a basket, and we'll go to Labadi Beach with our father, and we'll sit on the beach and have food. If it's raining, you know, those times they had these big pans. So my dad would fill it with water and put it on the compound, and my sister and I will be inside and we'll be playing. That was our swimming pool.
Yeah.
When Blue Label sardine came, I don't know if you guys remember Blue Label sardine every morning. At the time, my mom went to UCC to do a course, so we're living with our dad alone. In the morning, he would make us an omelette with sardines and bread. before he leaves at 6:30 to go to work. Then our lunch was there. When he comes in the evening, we'll have supper. I think by 12 I could cook. So my sister and I started cooking. And my parents died. My dad died 5 years ago. My mom died 10 years ago. But parenting was nice. I went to Achimota School from class 1 right to SS3. I started Legon, then I left Legon to Tech because at the time Legon admissions used to come before Tech admissions. So I was in Tech for 4 years. I studied rural art and industry. I specialized in metal work and woodwork. So if you look at my buildings, I use a lot of wood and metals. It's all from my training at Tech. Then I did an MBA. I specialized in marketing. Then I did a PMP in 2012. And I haven't gone to school again. I'm looking for money.
It seems everything you studied in school is relevant to. Yeah, and it's like your whole life, because your childhood, I'm sure your parents were very involved. They made you open. Everything contributed to how you are now. But for some people, when they join their childhood to their school and things, where they want to be, it can't get them there.
Well, it's never too late. That's why I'm saying you should be deliberate. There's no, we try to make excuses and blame our parents. There's westernization and TV, Shebi Brain, man, people are doing. And your parents haven't done anything. You are alive, you are breathing, you are eating.
Make you just reset.
But were your parents restrictive in any way? Or did you feel at the time?
Yes.
You're being restricted?
One of the things that I wanted to do the most was to become a sexologist.
Okay.
A what?
Sexologist.
Okay, what's that?
You don't know who a sexologist is?
I know
Not a saxophone.
Okay.
Sex. S-E-X. Sexology.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
I wanted to be a sexologist. It's the study of the human sexual relationship for report writing and advice. So, while I was doing my MBA, I contacted the Institute of Sexology in Johannesburg. And I had a t-shirt. I'm a sexologist. I was 27 at the time. I moved out of my parents' house when I was 28. Then one day, so when I wear that t-shirt, I don't leave the house with it. I will wear another shirt on it to go to school. Mm-hmm. When I get to school, then I'll be doing my sexology nonsense. Mm-hmm. One day I got home, I entered my room, took off my first shirt, then my parents called me because we lived alone. I think at the time my sister was abroad or something. Then this is me, I came to the hall in my t-shirt. Ebo! Kwajona Deni! When I took that shirt off, I never saw it again. Yeah. I had my first child while I was still with my parents. And I wasn't married to the girl. It's one of these things here I am. And I couldn't tell my parents about it because I never even discussed having sex with my parents. How much more I have a baby. But all along I was planning that when I'm 28 I'll move out. So fortunately it came just around the time I was going to move out. I moved out in June 2008. I think my child was born in July. But the lady's parents came to tell my parents just around then. So I went to face the Sahinji. In retrospect, it's not a big deal. Those of you who like doing abortion, forget it. You don't have enough children. When you impregnate someone, collect it. You don't know what that child is going to be. I just came from Akusomo this weekend to see this is my child who just turned 15. And it gives me great joy. We're driving to London And everybody is like, you sure? You go. We are going on the mountain now.
Nice.
Because the people have been talking plenty, we've decided that we won't even say when we are going.
Yeah. It's okay. Don't,
After the submarine people went to die, we've had a lot of backlash and people saying, hey, you hear of the submarine? How can you compare submarine to
driving to London?
Somebody, we want to change the narrative. We always have people driving from Europe to Africa. How many Africans do you know who've driven the other way? Charlie, prepare for us. You see us.
One time.
Well, I like to come back to the parenting. From what you are saying, I get the sense that your parents were a bit liberal in their sort of parenting. They allowed you to express yourself. If I'm wrong.
They allowed me to express myself to the best of my ability, but they kept me in check.
Okay.
My father didn't beat me. Let me tell you one thing that happened in my life that I think that we should all learn from. Saka, as I sit here today, I'll never steal your money. If you leave your money here, you come back and meet the money. And it's because of an episode I had with my dad. So, there was a time that we had a show at National Theatre. You know, when we're in SSS, you vacate and you want to go for these shows. And I didn't have money. But I overheard my mom saying to my dad that he had put some money somewhere for him. I think it was a Saturday or so. So, my dad went out, or he went to the bathroom or something. Then I went to take some of the money. Then I went to put it under my pillow, that I'll use it for the tickets. Then I went out. When I came back, I went to my room. The money wasn't there. Then my dad called me to his room. Then he said that, why did I take the money? I said, I haven't taken any money. He said, kneel down. So in my mind, my dad was going to beat me up. I was so scared. Then he sat down and he put his hand on my head and he prayed for me. Charlie, the impact that prayer had on me, Saka, we are there. No. I have never been embarrassed in my life like that before. After the prayer, he took out the money and he told me that he went here, I put the money here, and he went for his money. I just apologized, I got up and I went away. Then he asked me what I was going to use the money for. And I told him that I was going for this show. He said, how much is it? I said, and he said, yes, go. Next time, ask. That's all. So, I had very strict parenting, but they allowed us to be. I was a very stubborn guy. You know, when I was in JSS, I was known as Notorious Panana. And you know what it means to have Panana. Or one day, if you see Rolls Royce for town with the number plate be Panana, don't say it be me. that number, the same one for Rolls Royce. The day where I go buy my Rolls Royce,
you go put that for
Panana straight.
Sometimes stubbornness be very good.
Well, if you are stubborn early and you are able to control yourself, or you are able to get out of it early, I think it's good. I'm going to explain to you why. So in JSS up to the mid of SSS, we were the notorious guys. Chase girls, run out of campus. If you go steal something, we go sell, give you. When our parents don't get anything, we go steal.
Okay.
So if you go run your father, you may say, dear mama, real who cry, say, "Man, madam, for you only be a Korea." Name my kitchen napkin. Lately, I speak about that so much because kitchen napkin overturn him. If you take it to TS to These guys know that you've stolen it. So they will take it. They'll say they are going to sell it and come. They'll waste your time, and they know that by 5, you want to be going back to school because of dining hall. They bought by 4:45, but no matter my fucking price. Making what's now from Bay 2 or even from Bay 1. Come the band and they're watching this. But I think that it's my mother's prayer and my father's advice that changed me. Then in Achimota, I encountered Bukasa. He was my housemaster. He also had positive impact on me. And from notorious Panana, I became a house prefect before I left secondary. So these 3 things really changed the way I saw life. After that, I began to take life a bit more serious. I was fortunate to read some books. I started harnessing the entrepreneurial spirit in me, and I became more focused on making money. When I went to tech, I had the privilege to visit tech before I went. When I went, I saw that they had a lot of photocopies there. Long story short, by the time I was going to tech, I had saved some money from my work at SNIT. There was an auction in Airport Residential, SMV, Scandinavian NGO. I put in a bid I wanted, so I had a photocopy in tech.
Oh, wow.
While I was a student, Charlie, the way I chill. Because my parents were still giving me money. But every Friday I got photocopy money. And I get some small Ford Escort 284 model.
They worry.
So,
They worry for the thing.
We do some. My time for tech was a wonderful time.
But that be
Eventually, I added a popcorn machine at Report. So now I was chopping photocopy money and popcorn money.
Actually,
Rich nigga.
diversity.
Yeah.
but some people at the, or even at sometimes at that stage, that's not a focus. That's not
No. You're thinking about book. You want to pass.
Charlie book need it. Chilling.
And I chilling. No, this coming and chilling.
So what gave you that mindset? Now I want to draw the correlation between parenting, if you be parenting.
One thing that gave me that mindset was that, as I told you, my household got a first car when I was 18 years old. But because of my experience from Achimota School and Achimota Secondary, I had very well-to-do friends who mainly were not allowed to go out. That means because I already knew how to take trotro, I used to visit them in cantonments, Osu, Kukumlimli, and visiting them was inspiring for me. I always tell them they are still my friends. Because I went into their households and I realized that kids could turn on the AC and there's no use. Me, my house AC no day there. The
fans every issue.
Fan no crowd sunny baby. You know, the only thing that wasn't restricted in my house was food. That's how I became fat. Because I have a picture of me with a 6-pack and a slim fit top when I was in Motown. But once I came home and food was, there's rice, there's cutting of chicken. My father liked food. Yeah. And there's always food. And I'd learned how to cook. When I left Achimota, when I'm going to the school to visit my girlfriend, I go to buy takeaway pack. And I come and do fried rice. I put big tie for top. The day I told her that I've been producing that takeaway for her, she almost collapsed. What's it the bar? They asked her, but where is it? Because this one, you see, say they pack the pack. Saka's kitchen.
I see. Interesting. But I mean, earlier when we were talking, you kept saying you need to have more money. Like, is there ever an end to money making? Because
You need to have more money because you can never have enough money. Main reason is that you don't know what's going to happen next. Your needs change, demands come, you have kids, they have to go to school. Your family wants this, they want that, they want to travel. They sit in economy class, they want business class. They play, they watch TV. I'm hired to about smart TV. Now you have to improve to smart TV. The car they are driving after some years begins to give them problems. You need to improve the cars. You spend every day. Electricity is gone up by how many %? You are used to turning on your AC. We are sitting here with 2 ACs, 2.5, 3.0.
Like you were saying earlier, like your parents gave a very wonderful life, but it wasn't like money filled, but it was still wonderful.
But they still spend money.
Yeah.
Look at this chicken and dinner. How many people have a carton of chicken in their fridge?
Right. So, what's your view on wealth? When you say somebody's wealthy, how would you describe it? Does it have money inside, or?
Yeah, you get Bible.
I have it, but I know.
Okay, when it comes to wealth, I first look at your physical well-being. You see, a lot of us put in a lot of work to make money, but unknown to us, we neglected our health while pursuing money. And today it's come back to bite. I'm diabetic. I've been diabetic for 10 years. My mother was diabetic. My father was hypertensive. So, if I had good information, I should have started early to work against getting them. But this was me. I'm working hard, very stressful environment, making money. So when I'm buying any trophy, no IGB. Check, no IGB. Especially the bachelor days. Yogurt, buffaloat, wajibi. Boys. That time, now where we the buy. Those times, my friends and I used to do contribution to buy some whiskey. It's called 2 keys. Do you know 2 keys?
2 keys? No.
Bomb whiskey. We couldn't even afford proper whiskey. So guess what? As life improves, you begin to know, get money. Now you can drink black label, blue label. Then if you get to where we have gotten to now, you move into the 23s, 21 mark.
Single barrel.
You understand me? Single malt this, blah 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 this. So first for me now, it's your physical well-being. That for someone who I consider to be wealthy, you must be physically in a good shape. Then you must be able to sustain your lifestyle comfortably.
Okay.
In peace. Not when you are sustaining your lifestyle based on debt and loans and every day you are running, you don't have peace of mind. So physical well-being, peace of mind, for me, is what I consider as wealth. There are people who are rich, but they are not wealthy. And also you should have a sustainable lifestyle where whatever is supporting your physical well-being and supporting your peace must be sustainable. So for me, I need to put in a business or businesses that will constantly bring me the income to facilitate my peace. As I sit here, I have kids outside marriage. That's a cost that can disturb your peace. So if you don't put in a sustainable plan to be able to take care of those kids and the responsibility that comes with them, plus your home where you live and the responsibility that comes with it, I disturb my peace. And if I disturb my peace,
like that. I like
So
that.
constantly, you should work at, if you want to feel wealthy or you say you are wealthy, it's your physical well-being, because if you are not physically fit, everything else is rubbish. You won't even have the peace of mind to work. And create a channel that will sustain that peace that you are enjoying. And that channel is usually through work or through investment or through association. Some people be chop backs and then they chop association. So for me, this is wealth for me.
Okay. There's this school of thought that every rich man has some debt, that you have to leverage debt in order to build riches. Do you agree to that, or do you subscribe to that or not?
You see, let me speak specific to Saka. I've also heard it in several quarters. This is the first time in my life I'm trying to secure a loan for business. I've never done it. Rather, a few years ago, I came up with a plan where friends of mine will put together money and invest in the homes I build. If I get a contract, I invite a few friends to put together money so that we execute. Because the interest rates in our banks, and sometimes even the procedure to secure the loan, it's quite irritating for me. So as at now, this is the first time, and now I'm going for this loan because the vision has changed. I have some big things that I want to do, and they require, and even this, they are not loans per se. I'm looking for equity partners. So they are bringing in money so that we do it together and we share together. I'm leveraging on the brand I've built, the name I've built, the credibility I've built, to invite them to bring their money so that we grow together.
So with this, I want to have your view on the system in Ghana and how it helps business. Or hurts business. Yeah, like how you go fit thrive in this system, you know.
Ghana as of today is very tough. If you want to make it in Ghana now, you need to put in a lot of work. I think it was much easier when we started. Now there's so much information because of our handheld devices. And as a result, there's a lot of competition. We're a small market. We're only 30 million people. There's so much you can make from us. So it requires constant thinking, constantly coming up with new innovative ideas and pushing. But that brings about the question, what will give you leverage in this market? Some of us have to thrive on our relationships, the schools we attended, the fellowships we belong to be able to make some impact. Making it in Ghana without knowing anybody is difficult. At least usually you need somebody to open the door for you. Then when you get in, you go and push. A lot of people in Ghana will only give you an opportunity if they stand to gain directly. Bribery, illegal commissions, stuff like that. If you are not willing to play ball, it's likely you won't get the business.
What's your view on that?
Well, I have a family to feed.
I understand.
I have a life to live. I live in Ghana. The West has a way of going about it. They say something, they call something lobbyist, and we don't have lobbies, so we deal direct with the people, and we negotiate what we can, and we, as long as it's not injurious to the business or the state, and it's coming out of my profit, I'm okay.
I mean,
But
that's a healthy
system that's running facilitates new entrance into that space.
Oh yes, it does. You know, our economy is growing, buying all our challenges. Our interests are changing, our taste is improving. So there's always opportunity. The only thing is that because a lot of us are not innovative, if Junior starts handyman and is striving, the next thing you know, Saka will go and start handiwork man. Then G will start handiworks. So now, have you noticed everybody's a real estate developer? Everybody is developing houses. So those of us who have made it our full-time career, we have to look for a new job. You see, everybody, you know, everybody sees Saka in some Mustang convertible. Maybe I'm in Lekomu in some double-breasted suit with some cigar on some yacht or some lounge. Yeah, the guy real estate developer. Then no, they won't build.
You know, go feel blame way.
Plenty people build, they know they buy.
You know, go feel blame me.
Yeah, nobody really they show you the way. Like you hardly get people showing you say Charlie acquiring your phone.
But speaking about that, can you tell us your challenges, the obstacles you have to go to advise the younger generation, or because sometimes we see you here.
I think that growing as a business or an entity in Ghana is very difficult because of finance. You don't get a lot of support from the banks or from the state, and that can be very frustrating because a company came into Ghana. They came with $1.5 million cash. They put 500 towards marketing and 1 million towards housing. And in 4 years, they've sold over 400 houses. The average house is about $170,000. You do the maths. Why? They had leverage, they had cash. I've been doing this business for close to 15 years. And it's now that I'm trying to raise some substantial money to do something. It's been hand to mouth, hand to mouth, hand to mouth, hand to mouth, sir. Even your bankers don't have any sense to advise you. All they want is your deposit. They want you to take an overdraft so that they get a commission, come to you with loans that you don't need at interest rates that don't work. It's not as if even your bank is thinking about how they can tailor something to meet your needs. No. So you can easily be discouraged. But that's why I found a way through my friends. There are also other ways people can grow. The times require a different type of thinking. When I pray, I tell God to bless me with unique ideas and bless me with favor before human beings. Because if you have unique ideas and you are favored before men, you thrive. This thing that we are struggling to do, whatever it is, there's someone with information or someone with a key that can change the story. So you need favor.
You mentioned that you were trying to, be more healthy and things. So
I'm overweight.
So what's the path that you've taken now? What have
you see, for a man, if you become overweight, we are looking for money for what? enjoyment. So if you become obese or you struggle with diabetes and hypertension, it affects your blood. It's like a car system. It's your heart that is pumping the blood to your penis. So if it's not working well, you can't get your erections. Every day you are looking for medicine. Then what have you achieved? So you need to stay healthy, keep trim, exercise, so that you can enjoy.
So apart from exercise, what are the other things that you
eat right.
You try it now, yeah, for
because if you exercise, look, I've been walking Legon 5 days a week for maybe 6 years. Every day, 7 to 10 kilometers. And yeah, boy. The only time that I see impact is when I control my mouth and I control what I eat.
Yeah. 80%.
That's the 80%, and then the exercise is 20%.
The exercise keeps you fit. You have a good heart, those things. But to stay trim, you need to control your mouth. I think we eat too much. Why do fufu?
We eat too much of the wrong things too.
Yeah, so I think so.
I have a few things to ask. Relationship and money, which one is more important?
Oh, I value relationship. You see, sometimes I even lose money protecting relationships because I might lose today, but if I maintain a good relationship, next time it will bring me better. I value relationships because we are not an island. I became me because my friend gave me an opportunity. This is a friend I was in Achimota school with. So let's value relationship. As for money, you can always make money.
Okay. When did you? I want to know when you got married. I want to know whether
On the
onset you
I
had to.
married at 28.
You married early.
But I wanted to even marry earlier. It's just that my girl left me. The reason why I wanted to marry earlier was that the girls were plenty. Hey, baby. They were all over me and I used to panic. So I wanted to settle down.
But what role has marriage played in your success or your journey?
Oh,
Has it been good? How has it impacted
for
your
me,
journey?
marriage has been very good. I owe a lot to my wife that I married because she gave me the peace of mind and the support to thrive.
Yeah. So that's what I want to know. Is it better to work and get the money first before you settle, or you settle in?
Oh, I'm of the opinion that you should grow on all your oars and you should try and grow at the same time if it's possible. I won't say put us away marriage for work, because when you marry, you still work. So build a system where you can manage them together. Okay, so that's a different conversation. One thing that I think that we've been misinformed about and most of us have fallen into is the type of marriages we should be marrying. A lot of us have done ordinance. That's what you're saying. Our life has been put in. I'm going to teach my sons different. I'm going to tell them the implications of ordinance and the implications of the different types of marriages we have. As I said here, I wish I could marry more. But because I am bounded by ordinance, I cannot. But I feel like I can marry more and take care of them and live a good life. My wife, because it's ordinance, gets very upset when I bring this up. But if I had this information in my 20s, I might not have had a wedding. Because me now, right from my JSS, SSA, I've always had more than one girlfriend. So now that I've made it kakrei, how are you expecting me to do with only one woman?
I thought you the job for a house.
You get to
The time I the chop for house, I get 2 for the same area.
but I agree with information with therefore make people know
And
a lot of
I
people
think
they
it's
enter.
the cultural thing. I think we've been sort of westernized, so the culture really changed. Because
Look.
polygamy was the norm.
That was going to be my next question, but
You know, so basically, for those who are not married, they should be careful the sort of marriages they commit to. Don't just follow what's going on. Think through it based on things like this that you've heard and see if really this is what's for you. And trust me, if you tell a woman, if you're a man worth your salt, and you tell a woman that this is your plan, if she likes you, she'll say. If she doesn't like you, let her go. I don't think that as men of today, we should love with your brain.
you don't think we should or we should?
I said you should love with your
Love
brain.
with your brain. Okay.
Because like a guy has killed himself because his wife said he's leaving him. What about them? This is how I see life. Me, Saka, if you say you are leaving me, thank God. You've created vacancy for another one. Men are built for variety. It's just out of control and self-respect that we try to stay with 1 or 2 women. So when I'm in a relationship, I do it to the best of my ability. But once you decide you won't be with me, I'm grateful. Because by all means, somebody did some place where I am with because my hands make food. I know the fear of prey. So if you release yourself there, oh Joe, this one is a no-brainer.
But the idea say you they release a good one for what you don't know.
What is a good one?
Oh, that.
After 43 years in life, this is my analysis of women. There is no good woman. Every woman is good. Every good woman comes with issues. So we any problem now. We na so ebe. We you good in bed. Oni suban. We wo suban. Ombobwe. Ona ma bonte awon dwen ne ho. We enum bon. Nso otena so obedwane. So we ni made okanyansa oye.
It's about them, man.
You need to. So I don't really think that if you lose. No, pass or pearl crying that's and not some pearl. When she says she doesn't like you, don't force her. Don't stress about it.
Appreciate the honesty.
That she says she doesn't like you. Thank God.
That's it.
And press on.
That's all.
One time.
For look, to start with, there are more women than men. I hope you are aware, according to our population centers. Of the women, most of them are okay. It's the men that some are incarcerated, some are mentally ill.
Some are gay.
The gay crowd, most of them are bisexual, so you don't have a lot of gay people in this country at the moment. Because all the people I know, they are gay. They sign do the other one. So. But bottom line, so that also reduces the good men. Now, most of the women, because of education and westernization, are doing very well. And they have the caliber of man they want. That is where we come in. That's what I'm saying. There are more good women than good men. Because the number of men who are doing well that will match the good women are less than the good women.
Okay.
And man, baby, correct. Oma kusku, omo show omo boys ni baby. Beat bar say, ebi she ghetto.
And so I'm on
Middle omompe, nchomope, mo amuye decent, mo ye mo adwuma. This omo you see us.
Yeah, bad boys. They want them, but they don't want to marry them.
Well, are you in a position to say you don't want to marry somebody?
I shot it.
Why you not get women parties now?
I get some. I get a few.
When you bro more bra, I'm about 49 now, but I'm back kind of crash here.
Okay.
No. My advice to men in particular today is that control your emotions. Because you see, for men, if you are not emotionally stable, it affects your business. I value my business more than a woman's relationship. Because if you are not able to provide or you are not able to cater for women, the conversation can be different. I know so many people who've lost their relationships because they lost their jobs. Or they were disrespected because they couldn't provide the fundamental needs of their home. So guard your heart so that you can guard your business.
Right.
There's no woman that is worth you losing your business or your life for. You never chop some girl when you think, say, hey, wait there. Then you go chop some other one, you say, wait there. You understand me?
Yeah.
So it's the truth in life. You never know what's going to happen next. So don't lose life, don't lose business, don't lose opportunity because of a relationship. If she says she don't like you again, fight broken up like 12 hours. I know the part where the pain part when you wake up dawn and you open your eyes and say, hey, they don't leave me. Hey! My guy, forget.
Don't say malaria defeat catch
You know, go last 1 week, forget. But I think after 1 or 2 broken hearts, Charlie, if you be normal, don't really get into these things.
You guard your heart.
All right.
That's the key thing. Guard your heart.
So to wrap up, so what would be like the 5 or maybe the number of steps where you feel say if you want to be successful in life, you just will follow those things, those keys.
Okay. So if you ask me for my 5, don't play with your time. I do a lot of things based on time. If you say, Saka, give me loan, I can tell you, call me 2 o'clock on Tuesday. Most Ghanaians, 2:30, 3 o'clock. Oh, Chief, now ask me for 2, Mr. Aboy. Oh, sorry, Mr. Kanamba. Value your time. I know they play plus time. If you be, when I was younger, or in my relationships with women, one of the things that I take very serious is time. Like I tell you, I'm taking you out for dinner. I'll be there at 9. I catch there. You know, make ready. Hey! Oh, no, trust me. It's the end. No. I don't like it.
Even if you went mini girl on a bar.
Oh, forget. And I make a choice. Made a mini show because whatever she's... Look, when I was a young man, I lived in Tantra Hill. I give myself a boundary. I don't go chase woman past the N1. I don't go chase woman past a Tantra myself in a church time. I don't go chase woman past Taifa. I don't go chase woman catch Domi Pillar too. Because within that enclave, no. Everything someday there. Why I for move my car like I had a friend in the bank. He was on Ringway. He lived in Kwabenya. He was chasing a girl at Dansuma last stop. I took him to motorway bang or say in the car. He dropped from Camry to Cobalt.
Well, I forget his advice earlier. But this time I get all day like I did I wish you get all day at
Why will you do that to yourself? Even when it comes to Penatri and those things, I always advise my boys, say, if you live here, 10 minutes radius, nothing. Because it costs money, it costs time.
Say boys no. Charlie, if I get to me POV at any time.
Oh, and so
So sometimes you see,
another thing that I would like to share today is that as much as it might sound difficult and might sound risky and you might think that it won't make you get the girl, be a bit more truthful with girls now. Charlie, you are not the only one.
I think
So
the older you get,
you are not the only one. This girl today, I dey manage the two of you. You go shock.
they go understand.
Nobody understanding self. The attention you go get,
one time competition.
Good. But you see, if to do that now, you for be doing well. And yes, I lost man. Be no akot now. I don't so I just so near to a you for be thriving well. You for be doing well to be able to go and say those things.
But multiple women, they give motivation. Does it?
I don't know.
You in any way? No.
They give me problem. I need money. Because you get multiple kids and you have multiple bills. And these bills are bills that comes every month. So you need money. So it's your choice. If you decide, mine came out of circumstances. So I had to find, because my life plan was to have a number of children and I was nearing 40, blah, 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 blah. That's how I have children outside the normal home. And if you are fortunate and you have kids, and you can just go out, but you don't have to go and have kids. I went out to have kids deliberately because I want some children to take after me. I used to spend a lot on charity and people's children. Jimmy and Kwa, who show you university, I say about how baby sounds. I said, then let me spend the money looking after my own children. Then let them rather come and fool in front of me.
I see. So time.
So I was talking about 5 things. Time, I don't play with time. Then credibility. A lot of us don't value our credibility. Be a man of your word. When your name comes up, what do people say? You should worry about it. If you are someone, your name comes up and people are saying, oh, that guy no correct, oh, that guy be azan, that guy, don't take it lightly. Because at a crucial point, maybe the day your breakthrough they come, is that statement that will curtail it. So, no, that guy no correct. No, don't take it lightly if they say you no correct. Repair it. Let your word be your bond. Take somebody in money, the time you talk, say go give them. You give somebody your word, say go do something. Do them. If you no go fit do, quickly before, call them. Don't. I see a lot of us playing with our credibility and I cringe because I know what credibility means to me. Okay. Credibility made me money. The guy who used to give me water to go and supply, I could owe the guy like 40,000 in 2008. That was a lot of money. And because as soon as I'm paid, the money hits my account. No, at this time, so they command the money, go give him. The guy gave me more credit. More. I was at the time all his 12 tracks were working for me. He was buying food or buying water. I don't buy anything. I'm just controlling movement.
Fleet management.
And as soon as I'm paid, my focus was my commission on it, and I go and give him his money. So credibility is very, very key for me. Then 3, value relationships. You are not an island. It's people who will make you thrive.
Right.
So manage your relationships with people very well. Because you don't know who is going to open that door for you. You don't know whose word will open the door for you. You don't know whose recommendation will lift you up. So generally, try and be a person who is in good relationship with almost everyone to the best of your ability. Value relationships. One of my greatest joys in life is that I have helped my friends thrive. I have a mantra that says, together we rise. I started it playfully, but after 15 years, it's a mantra I don't play with.
Together we rise.
Together we rise. Because, one car no dey make convoy.
Yeah.
Go get, say, you and your boys step up. You descend from a bridge, you go all white party. Then the cars line up. everybody make nice car, nice women. Then they descend and you catch the immense, and then you start the speed on the highway. That feeling. So if we don't help all of us to thrive, how will we achieve this?
Get that feeling.
Some of us want to be the only boss, the only star. Like, no, I don't think that's not my aim. I set out deliberately to help my friends around me thrive so that they could drive similar cars to what I drive. I can say, yo, we could go Lake Como, so we could go. Like 3 weeks ago, Black Stars, they play. I just call my guy, Bichale, Madagascar. Hey, we did watch the match some. We won't drive, go London. I called the boys, Charlie, what's up? Hey, also 7 cars.
You alone.
We they go. You might say only me. They drive, go. We say, we they go Cape Town. Right now, it be ritual every October. We they go Cape Town. This year we add Kigali to am. We they go do time.
I like
that.
And it be like 14, 15 boys.
Yeah.
So we go, we rent villas in Camps Bay, and we have a swell time.
Charlie.
So make a conscious effort to let your circle rise. Because if only you blow her, it be headache. Obi abeba have a sika. Obi abeba be join waso. But if we all get money, we sit table, everybody come on, some put down. It no be you every day, chairman, check be a quadrant from my ebu. So make a conscious effort to let people thrive. Then also be deliberate about life. A lot of us are not deliberate about life. Be deliberate about life. Life will not go the way you have planned it. But whichever way it goes, make a deliberate plan that you will let it thrive and you let it be to your advantage. Life can take sudden turns. Don't panic.
Right.
As long as you are grounded and you are rooted in your beliefs, when that day comes, and it's not always that when something bad happens, it's a curse.
Yeah, I agree.
No.
I'm going to understand that.
When something bad happens, give thanks. You see, one thing I don't play with is the part of the Bible that says in all things give thanks. It doesn't say in good things. It doesn't say it said in all things. In all things, give thanks. If my girlfriend didn't leave me, I wouldn't have become Saka. Because that thing pushed me. Brought in Ibuku, who came to push me and believed in me. The way Ibuku believed in me cried, I didn't believe my body like that.
Sometimes that be all you they need. Somebody will go believe in you.
And that short period that she was in my life, I value her so much. Up to today, she's in Nigeria. Whenever she says, she has a church thing that she does, and she's the youth something. Every year they come collect me. I make ready. You call now and say how much? I send the money. Because it was impactful. Her time in my life I will never forget. She came up with the name Saka Homes. And now look at Saka Homes.
But what does Saka mean?
It's my name. My name is Konyo Saka Dumensa.
Okay.
So Saka, you know, when I was looking to set up companies, I knew I had that. I found out that Mercedes was somebody's name, Kia is somebody's name. So I said, Admens is my surname, Adumensa, Admens Ghana Limited. That's one of my businesses. Then Saka Homes. Then my main man, Wafa. We have Srebo and Saka. So you see my number plates, SS. All our cars are going to be SS. It's Srebo and Saka, 2 paddies.
2 paddies.
Let's name things after ourselves. We two are
no follow Angel.
2 paddies, no follow Angel.
Oh, that one says something. You never know. It depends.
But what your typical day they look like now?
Okay, so now I get up on this bicycle. First thing, I come from my room. I come and spend for 30 minutes. Because I'm on a weight loss mission, I do some ab work. And outside there, I have my outside gym. I have my trainer come here 3 times a week. We do some training. Then I have my first warm drink for the day. Then I'll go inside, If it's a good day, I will go knock Madame Strong one. take settle. Take settle down. Then I go shower. Then hit the office. Usually I'll get to my office by 9:30, 10. My meetings usually start at 10. I'm usually in the office from 10 to 2. After 2, I go to site. I go and visit friends. I fraternize. Then at 5:30, I go to Legon to work. I usually work for an hour 20, Mondays to Thursdays mainly. Then after, either I go to another friend or I come home. And at about 10, I go to bed. I wake up usually around 5 o'clock. Sundays, I'm an usher at Ridge, so I go to church, 7:30 service to go and serve. Saturdays, either funeral or party or chilling. Thursday nights are my special nights for myself where I go out religiously, especially before COVID. I used to go to Carbon. Then after COVID, there hasn't been a very reliable Thursday night place until recently. I saw that the Characters Band at Luna Bar. So I've started Thursday night at Luna Bar. I take my entertainment very, very serious. So I'm always looking for an opportunity to entertain myself. So that's how I try.
Tell you, I didn't like that. That's dream.
Okay. All right, Saka. So today we come Sunday school. Yeah. Gospel according to Saka.
Yeah, we like that.
I hope it's helpful.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We learn a lot.
Charlie, let me have breath for about my bread rough. I know you're confessing me and I see no be jam. And Jamie who? I think my grandfather be very rich man.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. That black and white toffee that you the chop.
Tom.
No, black and hey, Charlie, let me you.
Oh, black and white. Alewa.
We have more Kuala. Oh, my name is Namodia Hina Moya today. Where they are?
33.
Maybe 35.
Hey, menu. Yeah. Maybe 43. Yeah. So then we do our dance sawmills and the black and white factory and a whole lot. So and there are the things they don't know. So my father then be on kind of grown up. My father worked for Smith. We wear political suit, go work over 30 years. My brother Kraman, the 40 years. So I'm quite
into the given that formula.
Charlie, I go mad.
We the mad.
Then for rice quick, if that be where you go stay there.
We did.
If for tribe, but you see, it be now way the economy makes some way. But I believe that there are opportunities that you can look to and grow. Me, I make out moded small. And you see, black man, when he gets small money too, they make lazy small. But you people where you be younger and you have more energy now. Charlie, let me explain something to you. Nyankopon no nim adwuma ebe bie kwan ama. So, me bie ndwuma bebre ebi anye ye, ebi ye. I try barber shops. Won't open a series of them because I get money. And sometimes I don't need the money readily, so I won't put them in something. Sometimes, like I could take somebody like Junior. I don't know, he won't open barber shop, In fact, we blah blah blah, where I open barber shop, give Kutu. Kutu, then the workers every day fight this, that. 5 years ago, I'm the shame, man. So. My bad guy become, he won't open printing, then hey, I buy him the machine. Big. So today if somebody comes say he won't open something, I go do.
They spot it.
Because right now, I'm best to shop. It tell me here's catching kind of no. But I'm coming here, you know. And almost so I go try farming. The axe I give there, so nothing. Right now I do another farm. My nanny for here. In hospital, they set us say one farm. I go carry 30 acres for whole in the farm. My gym instructor into farming being this thing. I go carry 40 acres for whole. We dey do coffee then, coffee, but we dey plant plantain because the plantain go cover the coffee make it go. Bottom line, opportunities there. You guys have more energy than me. Push. Pray for ideas. But whatever idea you settle on, go the full length. Usually in my experience, it take about 6 years for an idea to settle. A lot of you give up in your 3rd year or your 2nd year. Push. Have a long-term plan. Grow it steadily. Because you pray to do. I said, but at 43 now, my mates almost see someone you're consistent with all my businesses now. I'm more bread. I'm more consistent in Katia no yeah, why in Katia up to now will be solid. Because ups and downs. But ups and downs no they mean say you know go ja. It just be say you for be consistent because some things there if you only through experience where you go know them.
That I read some book about that waiting the devil I talk about. The devil say that be one of his tricks. I say it go make you feel but if you be stubborn, you will give up.
But sometimes we did a 9 to 5 where we did won't come out where we don't get a time where we did try use one our money. Sometimes they feel like they waste the money because somebody go just buy a treasury bill with that money and you go to see them every year, say something small come top. Then you go put for somewhere, then stories go come inside.
I won't do something so but the dream one, I don't have the time to do one. And if I would go take somebody, like my oil company, we start them, I go take 3 contracts where I hand over give some girls say make they do. They never add anything to the business. Because look, every year I was making a profit of $70,000-$80,000 straight. It not be any giddy work too. Only to find out say the girls with me are high now. They too go register some.
Yeah.
Oh, black man.
They know the bab the vision.
Me I talk car mom no. The me car no me here me say cry because I'm come and come on cry. No say as this bond thing happen no. We I realize say my rich friends, I was just in Washington with one. This is at the cruise for some boat top with Makela beer. They don't have bonds. Then my boss be for cantonments at the respect and power. I say, I said, I got a bond. I said, that's some say is also a scam. It's a what government they do, we work government they do, a government go pay you 20%.
But for the longest time it has been reliable, so you don't go
yeah, so I tell her, I said no, it's a Ponzi scheme. It was just waiting for a day to collapse because the government no they do any work where they make that much to pay you so much. If we say 10%, 5%, yeah, but 20%, I'm the one called 20% and you have problems.
Now they solve problems.
No, I done for 120 million or bond.
Oh wow.
Another one or 33 million cedis.
Oh, tell me what 10,000 crap every 3 days or more say this can be more bonds. Tell it, we can't know.
No.
What's the guy in this car?
Someone in 730 and Mahum Sicali.
But imagine if you get that kind of 30 million for bonds where they yield you 20%.
Charlie, that was my pension plan.
Yeah, that'd be some easy.
Within the next 10 years, I go hit like 30 mil or 40 million bonds. So I know say every year they collect 7 million. 7 million make way.
That'd be cool.
And I'm sorry, bam, will be a direct debit. I hate my accounts.
Wait.
Look space. Bro, I
try now. Maybe we go back to the table then.
Draw them again.
That's why I started to build the shops. You know? So I build a lot of strip malls. I do the Hacho one. I do Adenta. they come do one for the ANC there. My bad, my bedroom rent.